So today we're going to be talking all about skincare, and in particular, my skincare routine. I'm not a dermatologist. I cannot tell you what's going to work for your skin, but I can tell you what has worked really well for mine and kind of give you the lowdown on my personal skincare routine. So if you want to see that, then stick around. So basically, a little bit of background on my skin. I've had really good skin for all of my life. I haven't struggled with acne for the most part. However, I do get really bad cystic pimples that until recently I really didn't know how to deal with. So I found a really good routine to treat that, as well as just to make my skin super healthy and glowy. So without further ado, I will just get into my skincare routine, starting with when I wake up in the morning. So when I wake up in the morning, I usually don't wash my face. I've never felt the need to use a facial cleanser, and anytime that I've added that to my routine, it's just seemed like more of a chore that really hasn't added anything particularly great to my routine. So instead, once every few days, I guess like once every 3 days or so, I've been using this Vivo Perlé Laboratories Retinol Wrinkle Solution Thermal Mask. And this is really cool. So it obviously has anti-aging properties to it, which is why it's supposed to be like a wrinkle remover. And you might think that, like, I'm 22 years old, I don't really need to be using anything anti-aging. But what I will say is that I use this product, first of all, as a preventative measure, but second of all, I use it in place of like a daily face wash. Like I said, I don't feel the need to wash my face every day. I do a great job taking off my makeup at night, and combined with my other bits of my routine, it isn't necessary. But this, to me, it gives me a really great, deep kind of cleansing feeling to my face that I feel like I'm getting all of the gross stuff out of my pores, and this really makes my skin look and feel amazing. So yeah, this stuff smells really great. It smells like something that you'd use in the spa, and I put it on all over my face. It feels kind of warm, and it's super, super cleansing. And then after 10 minutes, I wash it off, dry my face, and then I'll usually put on a little bit of a moisturizer. I'm not too particular with my moisturizer. I usually just use like a Cetaphil daily facial moisturizer. And then on Sundays, which is a day that I don't use the retinol mask, I like to treat my skin to a little overall face mask just for fun, just to kind of pamper myself. And recently I've been loving the Wow Luxury Facial Mask Treatment. These are awesome. They are made in California for women everywhere, which I think is the cutest slogan. And these are cool because they're those sheet masks, but they come in two pieces. So there's a piece that goes over from like your forehead to your nose, and then there's one that goes over your lips and like the sides and the cheeks and stuff. And I think that that's just so smart, because I can't tell you the number of times that I have put on a face mask and either had it too long or too short and covering an eye or like falling in my mouth. It's just awkward, but this fits so nicely because you can customize it and it feels amazing on your skin. So you just put it on for 20 to 40 minutes, relax, put on some cucumbers on your eyes, whatever you want to do, and this just feels so good and refreshing, and my skin looks amazing after. And then at the end, when I take it off, I don't wash my face. Instead, I take that serum and I rub it all over my face, all over my neck, all over my shoulders, my décolletage, my arms, my legs. Like literally, I try to get all of the good serum out of this because it is amazing and it makes your skin literally anywhere look awesome. So then on Sundays, after I do my mask, honestly, I don't even want to wear makeup because it makes my skin look good, but if I do want to do makeup, then I move on to my makeup routine. So I've incorporated a couple of skincare items into my daily facial makeup routine. The first is this Arcona Desert Mist. This is a vitamin C oil, and so it has a lot of great properties, but the reason that I bought it was because my facialist recommended that I get it to reduce the scarring on especially my chin that had resulted from cystic pimples. So I picked up this stuff. I was super excited to try it out, and I can tell you it has done wonders for my skin. Not only does it make my complexion look super glowy, and it just kind of perks up my skin in the morning if it's feeling a little bit dull, but I have totally seen a difference in the scarring on my chin. I used to have some pretty bad scars from pimples that I either tried to pop or did pop or picked at. Like, it was just not pretty, and this has really reduced the appearance of those pimples and those kind of dark spots, and I absolutely love this. So 10 out of 10, cannot recommend that to you guys enough if you have similar problems with your skin. The next is a CC cream. This is by Chanel. It's their Complete Correction Sunscreen with broad spectrum SPF 50. So this stuff is like high intensity sunscreen for your face, which is amazing because it also comes with really great coverage that's buildable, but really natural looking, and it makes your skin look so beautiful and healthy and dewy. So I love this stuff. And sunscreen is so important to work into your everyday routine, especially on your face, because it's going to prevent wrinkles and fine lines and sun damage, of course, and cancer on top of all of that. So I'm pretty good about wearing sunscreen on my body if I'm going to be out for extended periods of time, but for me it's really important to work a sunscreen into my actual like makeup routine in the morning because your face is constantly exposed to the sun. So highly recommend this product. It's awesome. Another kind of preventative measure that I just like to work into my daily routine. So that's all I have for skincare for the morning. Then when I come home in the evening and I'm getting ready for bed, I start by taking off my makeup. I'm religious about taking off my makeup. Doesn't matter where I was, doesn't matter what time I got home, I'm taking off my makeup. This is the Neutrogena Makeup Remover Cleansing Towelettes. This is just their like regular one. I used the night cleansing for a while. This is just the regular blue pack, and they're really great. There's not much to say. They're just easy because they're towelettes, so you can just whip one out, wipe your face off. I'm just like really methodical. I go through, I make sure I get all of my mascara off. I really like try to kind of use circular motions to almost scrub my face, not like abrasively, but just to make sure that I'm really getting into the pores and kind of cleansing everything out. So after I've kind of rubbed in that makeup remover and let it sit for a little bit, the last thing I do twice a week is apply this SkinCeuticals Retexturizing Activator. And this has honestly been like the game changer in my skin routine. If there's one thing that I think has like actually transformed the way my skin looks, it's this, because this is what actually prevents the cystic pimples that I was getting from coming in the first place. The problem with my cystic pimples was that they were always really deep in the skin, they were super painful, they would never surface, but they would scar. So this stuff zaps them. Like, I swear to God, you put it on the night before, you wake up, and suddenly your pimple is drastically smaller, doesn't hurt, and after like a couple days, it's completely gone. So I use this twice a week all over the face, and then I'll also use it for spot treatments. And generally I just try to do the spot treatments twice a week, but if I do feel like I have a really bad pimple coming on, I'll like use it in between. Just as a spot treatment. It does definitely dry out your skin, but it really does just dry out the pimple. So I haven't had any problems with like my face getting too dry as a result of this product, but it really is supposed to promote cell growth regeneration in your skin. So it's amazing. I can't say enough good things about it. It's a little bit pricey, but so worth it. So I absolutely love that. Then I will go ahead and I will use my nighttime eye masks, and these are awesome. These are by V2 Code. They're their oxygen eye masks for dark circles. So I mentioned these in my nighttime routine, so if you want to see that video, I'm going to have it linked in a card as well as down below. But these are awesome. They really treat you to like a very intense under eye moisturizing treatment that does to me seem like it is reducing my dark circles. I do have pretty bad dark circles because I don't sleep a lot, and I think I'm just genetically prone to getting them. So anyway, after I started using these, I definitely saw a difference when I woke up in the morning. So what you do, sorry I didn't explain this, you put them on at night under your eyes, and then you sleep for 8 hours and take them off when you wake up in the morning. So this is like an overnight treatment that you do. And the little patches are really cool because they're this really nice jelly-like material, and they feel really like comfortable and soft under your eyes. They're not sticky because they have like a protection on the other side, so they just sit under your eyes. They're really great. And yeah, when I wake up in the morning, my under eyes are super moisturized, and I feel like it helps my concealer stay better. It's helping to reduce my dark circles. So I've really been enjoying trying out this product this summer, and I've really been loving it. So yeah, if you want to treat yourself to something kind of special, if you have like a big event coming up, or if you just like feel like you need to pick me up in your skincare routine, I think that this is so nice and kind of like this little luxurious thing you can do every once in a while, just to treat yourself to something a little bit more special. So that was my entire skincare routine from morning to night. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Also, let me know in the comments below what your skincare secrets are, because I'm always learning more about skincare, and it's something that I think is really interesting to hear more about. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.